We were attacked by a lycanthrope, a werewolf. I was murdered, an unnatural death, and now I walk the earth in limbo until the werewolf's curse is lifted.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's JB Webb, and I'm happy to be sitting with a good friend of mine, a talented photographer. His name is Marcus Adkins, and we're sitting in his art lab. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm
tonight?
doing great. Thanks. Cool little utility room you got here. Cool art in the room.
My new office.
Yeah,
Art Lab 301.
It's fresh. So I've been looking for to chatting with you for a while. Learn a little bit about your origins, your art. We kind of get an idea of how you love photography. You're gifted in the product you produce. So when you started doing this, kind of work was within the last 10 years.
With the digital photography, yes.
Right.
So I guess it's gone back to maybe as far as I was 8 years old playing with video cameras, using an 8mm to video my brother racing go-karts before I could start racing.
Right. Yeah. And so where do you see art? We were talking a little bit of we were like, oh man, we should start recording this.
Right.
Because we were talking about how cell phones are everywhere and people have, the camera that's very prolific, or it's all over the place. Ubiquitous, I guess would be a better word.
Right.
And at any rate, what do you feel that lends or takes away from the craft or the art of photography?
I think it adds to it.
Yeah.
I think it adds to it.
More
for
access.
Someone to have their hands on a camera. Everybody's creative and wants
Right.
to play with that kind of thing and have it in your hand and actually see what it takes to make a photograph with the proper light,
Right.
composed in a way.
Right.
But
That's a good
you
point.
grow an appreciation for what that looks like, and then you have a
Right.
Photoshop that you can play with, and you see what
and
that
then you
actually
just
does.
learn something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you have a higher appreciation for it, and
yeah. So when you do you do kind of commercial work, and you've done some different things. Where are you going to take that journey? You want to go to exotic places and do crazy photo shoots. I mean, where kind of do you want to take your art? I mean, obviously it's something you want to keep doing.
yeah, the plan right now is I've got a couple personal projects that I'm going to try to work on over the next year and a half, 2 years.
Right.
And the plan is to get in a truck and drive from here to Tierra del Fuego,
Oh,
the
wow.
Bay of Good Success,
Okay. Wow.
which is the southern tip of South America.
That's incredible.
So figure out how to get in a truck and how to get an income to put some gas in it.
I hope they have Wi-Fi out there.
Years. Yeah, right?
Just
have to find that here and there, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, being able to, see these different things, that's important to you, kind of the visual aspect of, photography.
Yeah, it's a way to get out and see more of the world and
Do you
make
like
the camera an excuse for it and see if it works out.
Right. But do you like, obviously you get into some cool little spots, you get into some little places, Snap Gallery here, kind of gives a heads up to that, whole photography is real.
Yeah, it's beautiful what they've done in
yeah.
town, definitely.
Yeah, so do you get into different little places, you get in and do different little shoots, or do people kind of friend networks contact through you? What's the best way? Is there a good way for somebody to reach out to you on the internet? Or
Yeah, I have a website, marcusadkinsphotography.com.
Okay, cool, and that's the
on
best
Facebook.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, and there's some prints for sale on there, and I'm currently working on a couple collections, proper series.
Oh yeah,
numbered.
that's collections. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. So I wanted to ask you a little about that. What kind, or can you tell us anything?
But some
Can you tell
things
us
I'm working on
what-
are a little bit too elaborate to get into right now, but there is the old portrait project that I want to start firing up again with the Orlando artists. I've also been playing with the camera phone and doing different things while I'm still working.
So what's a portrait?
The portrait project of Orlando
totally.
artists, the Red Chair project.
Okay.
Yeah, I've photographed a handful of artists in town with the chair out and about downtown, different areas in Orlando, and I want to get back to
kind of do some
putting
more of
those together. I wanted to do a lot
Yeah.
more. I only have 11 right now, and there was a lot more I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get back to a few more of those.
Okay, cool. So like the visual representation of just what that means. It's almost we have the luxury just to be able to do it. Sounds like that's kind of
just to get out and meet some more artists and some of the people I already know and put them in front of a nice background with the chair and get onto some of the get some musicians in front of the camera I've been wanting to work with.
That's rad. Well, so that's great. So if people want to work with you on that, that's the best way for them. The website MarcusAtkinsPhotography.com. I'm gonna get something to drink here in a minute, but so what kind of things what do you enjoy best to photograph? Is it nature itself?
I do like nature. I think definitely my favorite thing is people that I'm around, people that are just used to me and they're beyond being shy about it, and the real person comes out. That's my favorite.
Taking a picture of me right now? What the hell?
No, not right now.
It just felt like you might have been. I was just like, hold on a second. Where's the? No,
there's a hidden camera.
No, I'm joking. There's one in everyone's TV in America. Hey, boy. So when you want to take this, down south, like you said, into that direction, kind of get the beaches, the coast, the shoreline, the people.
Yeah.
So you're really like the National Geographic type of stuff.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's a trip I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm just now at this point thinking
like it's.
I should probably just go ahead and do that.
Well, that's cool. Well, it sounds like if you do a couple of those underground things here and get those little projects cooking, and then that might be a reality. I don't know.
There's a whole different side of the challenge.
You gotta check your passport and all that stuff.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Anyway, so. Marcus, we were talking a little about the photographers that you get inspired by before this, and I think that'd be cool to kind of share some of the people that inspire you, throughout your time.
Deanne Arbus.
Start before they had the camera.
Deanne Arbus definitely is a big inspiration.
Arbus,
and I learned about her work late.
Okay.
And late in me getting into photography, I learned about her stuff and freaks and weirdos and stuff like that she photographed. It's just a great story, and if you don't know anything
there was a movie
really
that I saw that,
Fur is...
Fur, right, yeah.
Fur is definitely an artistic view of her life. It's not by any way of true biography, but definitely an entertaining movie to watch.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. So, anybody else?
Sally Mann. She photographed her children in a way that just bugged everybody, and everybody had something to say, which is exactly what any art form should do.
Right. Yeah,
her work is very inspiring with her children, and the way she photographed them in light, and her whole story is great too.
Okay, so you like that whole piece of, there's something richer behind what you're seeing.
Absolutely. It's not about the camera or photography. That's kind of like the trophy of what's behind it. The landscapes are an adventure. There's a whole story behind every landscape, where I went, how I got there, how I found it, what it took to get the image. It's not just a pretty picture. That's just the trophy at the end that you get to play and show off and tell the story about.
Right. It's a big job too, keeping up and cataloging your own work.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
I know, like just myself doing audio files, making sure if stuff works as it should.
It's way too much, and I'm pretty trigger happy, and I've been pretty trigger happy now for about 10 years. So I have I have nearly 9 terabytes of mess to try to figure out how to deal with.
You need an app for that or something.
I do. It's called Lightroom. Lightroom helps, but it's still a lot.
I thought you said Skyrim. No.
Lightroom helps you catalog it and keep track of it.
Okay. That's cool. I didn't know about that.
It's a mess, though. It's a mess. It's hard to find things. Yeah. It's fun. One day I'll get it organized and have a big...
Well, you got a big body of work there, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of time lapses filling that up, but definitely very trigger happy on the weekends and out and about.
And you mentioned too. We'll go revisit kind of the coolness of that little story about your 8mm camera and your brother.
Yeah.
And your brother was racing.
Yeah, we were racing go-karts when we were young in Iowa, and because we're a year apart, I couldn't start right away until I was the same age he was when he started. But my dad was like, "Here, why don't you take this 8mm and go in the infield?"
Wow.
videotape him. So I videoed him while he was racing. We have old 8mm I played with when I was about, like I said, about 8 years old.
That's cool. And those things picked up just had the little pop mic so you could kind of hear, right?
No mic.
No mic?
No mic. They're all silent.
All silent movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have the camera sitting here on my desk.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Maybe I should take a picture of that. So awesome, man. Well, listen, I don't want to take a bunch of your time. I wanted to chat with you, get a couple good, bits more insight into who you are with your passion and your skill, and promote and encourage. Go check him out. Go check out this guy.
www.marcusadkinsphotography.com.
There it is. There it is. You got some of your work up there, and now he's got a lot of work. Thank you, studio audience.
No problem.
Thank you, those at home. You're participating in WJBW. I'm JB Webb. We've been speaking with one and only Marcus Adkins here, local photographer phenom of the like. So enjoy his work. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy everything that you can, because you can. See you next time.
WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.